Marital issues. My husband had an affair. I found out because he brought her home when he didn't realize I was there. They burst through the door, lips locked, making out in our breezeway. When he finally saw me, after he had peeled her off of him, his mouth dropped open. She was one of his oldest friends, and I had met her many times. We had even gone to her house to have dinner on several occasions with her husband. She wasn't an innocent stranger that didn't realize she was involved with a married man. He opened his mouth to explain, and I shushed him. I made you lunch. Come eat. I said. They stood there, not knowing what to do. Just come sit down. There's enough for both of you. They Saturday. Baby, I don't know what to say. He began. It just kind of happened. I nodded, handing them their plates and sitting myself. They both acted like they had never seen spaghetti before. I had made it just the way he liked it. He stared at me, searching for more words. She sat silent, staring at her plate, frozen. How long have you been together? I asked. Baby, I think we showed. She began. I said, how long have you been together? I nearly shouted. I didn't want to shout. She yelped like I had hit her. 3 months. We've only had sex once. We've just been talking, he said. Please don't tell my husband. She cried. I started laughing. It was just so damn funny. The mistress, the adulterer, worried about what this would do to her marriage. My husband attempted to cut in, but I was nearly hysterical. There were tears streaming down my face and I could barely take in a breath. Look, I'm not doing this. My husband finally said, standing up and turning to leave. He took her arm. Let's go. What do you think you're doing? I asked. Leaving. He responded. I'll take her home and be back later to talk to you. You don't get to just walk out. I said. Not after. I waved my hand at her in a gesture of confusion. I fucked up. I know I did. His tone softened a little and he took a step towards me. She means nothing to me. I love you. You're my everything. I don't know. Made a mistake. It wasn't a mistake. You didn't make a mistake. You purposely carried on an affair with a married woman. I said. Well, maybe you should have listened to and talked to him more. She said. He's not the only one to blame here, honey. Don't ever talk about my husband like you know him. You know nothing. I said through bared teeth. Well, I obviously know something about him. Like how to turn him on. She hissed. Come on, he said, jerking her arm. I'm taking you home. I jumped in front of them, blocking their way. No, you will sit. Now, I commanded. They sat back at the table, and while I would like to let you continue believing it was just my commanding presence, it was probably more the giant knife I had used to chop the vegetables that I was now wielding in my hand. Eat. I said. They stared at me. Eat. I yelled, brandishing the knife. They ate. We finally talked after dinner. She was a puddle of tears. He was ridiculous. I never wanted to hurt you. I don't want to lose you. I love you. He was nearly begging. You aren't losing me and I'm not going anywhere. I said, kissing his cheek. She stayed all day, and we talked. I made them drinks, and later in the day, dinner. After dinner we all went to bed. It's been like that ever since. Every night, he sleeps between us in our now shared king-sized bed. I don't have to worry about him cheating anymore either, because his mistress is well within my reach. He'd become sullen and withdrawn after a while, and I didn't know why. After all, he got everything he wanted. He wanted me, he wanted her, he wanted to stay in our house, and in our bed. I let him have all of those things. Still, some days I'd see him crying. I'll admit, I did take his phone away, avoiding temptation, and he had to start working from home while we rebuild trust, but I don't understand what's so upsetting about that. Last night I heard him talking to her. He kept saying he was sorry. When I walked in the room, they aren't allowed to talk without me present. He begged me to take her away from here. He couldn't keep looking at her. He was finally as disgusted as I was at the idea of him sleeping with her. I agreed, and I took her home to her husband. He broke down in tears when he saw her. I didn't stay for the reunion. I had been watching through the trees. I was careful, and had parked my car down the street in the woods. I was confident she wouldn't tell him where she'd been all these weeks. She was so worried he would find out about the affair, after all. When I got home my husband wasn't in much better spirits, but he was better. I'm sure we'll work it out. I am afraid we'll have to get a new bed though. Rotting corpses leave such nasty stains.